God as my witness, stop what I finished. Don't need no holder, taking control of this kind of moment. I'm locked and loaded, completely focused, my mind is open. All that you got's gonna skin on my neck. Don't you stop, boy. Something about.
Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Jamelyn, and this is my YouTube channel. If you would please subscribe, it means so much to me. Back to my channel. Today, I'm going to be doing a review on the 7-piece rose gold Morphe collection. And I just got these brushes for Valentine's Day from my boyfriend, so I'm so excited to use them on camera for you guys. I kind of had to cheat because I did not see a foundation brush in this brush collection. So I'm just going to explain to you guys what I did. The only thing I have on is foundation and concealer. I did my Dermablend Professional Quick Fix Body, and I'm in the shade medium. And then I just took my Tarte Shape Tape and concealed my eyes and then set it with some Coty Airspun powder. And then took my Mario Badescu, dampened my Beauty Blender, and then I just blended all that out. So I'm going to open up one of these brushes, and I haven't put any powder on my face. I just put translucent powder underneath my eyes. So as you guys know, I like to set my whole face with a powder. So I'm going to take this beautiful, these brushes are so beautiful. I think you should just buy them because they're absolutely beautiful for your collection. But I'm going to take this Morphe powder brush. It's really fluffy. And I'm going to take my favorite powder by MAC, the Studio Fix powder, and I'm in the shade C4, and I'm just going to put some of that on my brush and then just put that all over my face. This powder is absolutely amazing. I love MAC's products. I mean, the price point is a little pricey, but wow, I can already feel this brush is super like fluffy and feathery. Like it literally feels like I'm putting a feather on my face. Like, I don't know if you guys feel your brushes like when you put them on your face, but I know some other Morphe brushes I've actually gotten rid of because, and yes, I actually got rid of them because they stabbed my face. Like, I mean, when you're putting on makeup, like, you don't want to be like, ow, that hurts. I mean, it's really uncomfortable feeling, I think. So, not to bash Morphe or anything, because I absolutely love their brushes, and I'm not downing them or anything, but I just personally don't like something scratchy on my face. So then I'm gonna go in with this. It almost looks, I think it's a contour brush. I'm gonna use it for a contour, but I'm gonna go in with this brush. I'm going to use this brush and I'm going to dip into my Becca and Chrissy Teigen collaboration palette. And I'm going to take the darkest bronze shade in here, and it's a Malibu Soleil bronzer. That's all it says. It doesn't have a name or anything. And I'm just going to take some of this, dab off the excess, and then work that into the cheekbones. Oh wow, yeah, this brush applies really nicely. And once again, it's super feathery. Like, it feels amazing on the skin. And then I'm just gonna do the same thing around my temple area and my forehead. Wow, I really love these brushes already. Like, I thought maybe they're just beautiful. I mean, they're gonna get dirty. Like, I hate that. But it means you use them, so that's a good thing. But I really like these brushes. Really, really do. So this is the tapered brush. I should have used this with my Coty Airspun powder, and I didn't think about it because I just used my Beauty Blender with my translucent powder because it gets like right in the creases. But I do use both. But this is the tapered setting brush, it looks like to me. So I would just use some translucent powder for that. but I'm not gonna use this one because I kind of already set my concealer, but I think you would use this to set your under eye concealer. I apologize that I didn't use that. All right, so now for the brow brush. This is so cute. So this is the brow brush. This one's really, really, really like angled. So I'm gonna do my eyebrows. I'm gonna speed up the video just because you guys have seen my brow routine before. So I'm just gonna do my eyebrows. It's super flimsy, just so you know, because I usually prefer like a stiffer brush, but we're gonna see how this goes. Oh, I have like one little hair stuck to the side of my face. Does that happen to you? Or is that just my problem? I like this brush a lot. I thought that because it was really flimsy, like, let me see if you guys, like, look how flimsy that is. I'm not used to that, but it actually performed pretty well. Like, I think being flimsy, I'm not used to that, but I think being flimsy, like, it really helped draw the start of the tail and everything. I'm not used to that at all, but I'm really impressed. Spoolie is a little big. Like, see, the spoolie is huge. I don't think it needed to be that big because opposed to like, I'm just gonna show you a comparison. Okay, of course when I need to find a brush for you guys, I can't. Okay, so here's just a comparison. This is from the Sculpt and Define set from Morphe, and look at the difference between the spoolies. The top one is the Sculpt and Define, and the bottom one is the Rose Gold Morphe set. Like, do you just see the difference? Look how much more dense the bottom one is. Like, I prefer, like, this one, but it works. It's just kind of big, but not too bad. Eyebrow chunky pencil, and I just go over my eyebrows just to darken them up a little bit. Because I seriously need my eyebrows microbladed, and I'm going to get that done because I have sparse areas in my eyebrows where they like don't even grow. Like, they don't grow in. And like, everybody's like, oh, well, you can just fix that with product. Yeah, well, I want them microbladed so I can actually see them without makeup on. Okay, so now I'm gonna go to these eye brushes, and you get 3 of them in the set. 3 eye brushes. So here are the 3 eyeshadow brushes. So we're gonna start with this crease brush. It's super, super tapered, which I really like in a crease brush. And I don't know what palette I'm gonna use today. Use my Lorac Los Angeles Mega 4 Pro palette today. And I'm going to, this palette is a mess. I've used it on so many people. I'm gonna go in with this shade called Mocha. And these are super, super pigmented and super creamy. Like, look at how much product. I barely dipped into that, and it's like, whoo, super pigmented. And I usually blow my brush because I feel like doing this sometimes doesn't get a lot of product off, I think. So I'm just gonna go into the crease with this. Oh, wow. I really, really like this brush. Oh, by the way, I did not use a MAC paint pot or anything to prime my eyes. I just used my Tarte concealer. Whenever I blended my under eye, I just brought it up to my eyelids. So if you guys wondered what I primed my eyelids with, I really like this brush. Like, look how beautiful the shadow is applied. Like, wow. Really, really like that. Like, and it's subtle, but the way it applies, I really, really like. Like, I don't know if you guys, whenever you apply your eyeshadow, if you, like, squint and then you, like, raise your eyebrow, but it makes it so much easier to apply. Like, I was with a friend, and, like, when you're really into makeup, like, you're always trying to learn new things, and I was with a friend, and she was, like, doing this, trying to do her eyeshadow, and I was like, you know, if you lift your lid and you lift your eyebrow, it gives you that extra space. You can get that, you know, transition shade or crease shade into your eye. You don't have to, like, you know, like, I don't know who else does that, but I started out, like, when I was just first learning about makeup, I started out doing that, and it makes it so much easier if you just lift your eyebrow, which you're probably gonna have wrinkles in your forehead, but I have a really bad habit of that, and then just sweep the color in instead of having to go, like, you know, like this. Like, people do that all the time, and I'm just like, that makes it so much harder to apply your eyeshadow, and they wonder, like, why it's so hard. That's why. I mean, all you have to do is push your eyebrow up and then put the color. Don't do this. Like, that's gonna make it really difficult. So that's just a tip. I mean, it works for me, and I think it would work for anyone that is applying eyeshadow. So I'm just taking that same shade Mocha, and I'm just gonna do the same thing with the other eye. I really, really like how these are applying. Like, the application with this brush it's worth it. Like, I think for the price, it's definitely worth it. And then somebody was asking me, like, to make sure that I mention in this video the length of these brushes. Like, they're not very long, like, opposed to, like, this is the Morphe M443, and it's super, super long. Like, do you see the difference? It's, like, almost an inch longer. So, like, you have more finger space to, you know, go down on the end of the brush. With this one, you don't. But it honestly hasn't made much of a difference to me. Like, it's pretty easy to use, I think. And I think it's totally worth it. Like, the way they've been applying, I think it's definitely worth it. So, I love this already. So this is one of the eye brushes, and this is the tapered one. So if you guys can see, yeah, this is the tapered one. There's only one tapered in this set, so. The next brush I'm gonna use is this one. I'm gonna use this for my outer V with a darker shade. So I'm just gonna dip into the shade, Mahogany. And once again, look at that pigment. It is insane. So then I'm just going to take this and put it in dab it into my outer corner, and then I'm just going to blend that out into a V type shape. Wow, this is so pretty. Like, I am gonna start using these brushes on the daily. They blend out so easy, like so easy. All I did was pack the color on, and like it took me like 4 seconds to blend out. And usually I'm blending and blending. I don't know if you guys feel the same, but I'm always blending. Like, I feel like I'm always blending. But these are so easy to use. Like, I'm so baffled by how quickly it blended out. Like, that's what every girl needs. You don't have to spend that much time like blending everything. So then I'm just doing the same thing, taking the shade Mahogany and packing that on the outer corner and blending it into my transition shade that I used. Wow. I definitely love these brushes. Like, hands down, I give them a 10. I really do. I give them a 10. Like, look how beautiful it looks. Like, I love these brushes. And that's not even with, like, eyeliner or anything. So then, for my lid color, I'm using the flattest brush in the collection, and I'm going to go in with Copper Pearl. This is a really pretty color. Also very, very pigmented. As you can see, super pigmented. And I'm just going to pack this on the lid. I'm gonna zoom you guys in so you can see. It's super, super pretty. Like, these brushes are gonna change my eyeshadow game. Like, can you see? Like, super pretty. I could have wet my brush. Let's do that. I'm gonna wet it. I'm gonna put some MAC Fix Plus. And I'm going to dip into Copper Pearl, and I'm going to spray my brush, and then, oh wow. Look at the difference. Like, it just foils the eyeshadow so much prettier when you wet it. By the way, if you can't afford, like, to buy MAC Fix Plus or anything like that, if you can't afford, like, a really expensive setting spray, you can use, like, drugstore, like Mario Badescu. You can use any of these, and they will do the same thing to your eyeshadow. Like, everybody thinks that you have to go out and buy, like, $40 setting sprays to get wet eyeshadows to look good, and you really don't at all. Okay, so I don't see a lower lash line brush. I used all 7 brushes already, so I think what I'm going to do is just finish my makeup, and then I'll be right back. Okay, guys, so I'm back, and I just applied a highlight. Did you just hear my dog? Like, every time I'm trying to film, my dogs are always trying to mess it up for me. But anyways, I really, really love these brushes, and I think that for any beauty person that's going to have them for a long time, I think they're definitely worth it. I mean, I'm super excited that I have these brushes now, because I would have never thought that I would have ever owned them, and they are very pricey, but I feel like you need good brushes in your collection, especially if you're very into makeup and into applying it. I definitely think that whenever you put time and money into brushes, the quality is so much better. And, like, people will ask me all the time, like, you don't own a lot of drugstore brushes. And the truth is, I really don't, because I have tried so many, and I have just given them to friends, or I've even thrown them away, just because they don't perform the same at all, in my perspective. But that is totally my opinion, and if they work for you, that's great. I'm not trying to bash any drugstore products. I think drugstore products work good. I just don't think brushes work for me and my skin. But I have super oily skin, and I have bad texture, so that could also be another reason why every time I've put highlight on with a drugstore brush, like Wet n Wild or something like that, it just slides on my face. It looks bad, it's blotchy, so that's probably why. But I hope you guys enjoyed this review. I really, really love these brushes. I definitely recommend buying them if you can afford them and you really want them, because I think it's kind of a down that they don't have a foundation. I think it's kind of a down that they don't have a foundation brush in the collection, but that's okay. It's kind of weird. I was looking at the packaging and there's 8 slots. There's an extra slot on the end, so I'm not really sure if they were gonna have 8 in the collection and they decided to have 7. But I just hope you guys really enjoyed this view. Thank you guys so much for 100 subscribers. I'm so excited to see where this YouTube journey gets me, and I just want to inspire people, and I just want to share my love with makeup, and I don't want this channel to be negative. I've said that 100 times because I've already gotten negative comments, and I don't appreciate that, and it's okay. Everybody has their own comments, opinions, feelings, but I just really would appreciate it if people would not leave negative comments on my channel, because, I mean, a lot of people say all the time, don't delete them, let them give you, like, positive, you know, motivation, but it's just really not a nice thing to bash people. And you gotta understand, when you start a YouTube channel, you are putting yourself out there. And I don't really care, like, I'm gonna be myself and give you guys my honest opinion no matter what, but if you're gonna put something negative on my channel, don't even bother. Just don't watch my videos, that's fine. But yeah. So if you guys enjoy this video, please give it a big thumbs up. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe to my channel. It means so much to me, and you can stay connected with new stuff that I upload by hitting that bell button. Yeah, I really want to know what you guys want to see, so please leave me some comments down below or DM me. I have all my information on my Instagram, so you guys can email me or private message me. It doesn't matter to me, but it really means a lot, and I love you guys so much, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye!